Hey everyone, Tactic here, giving you a little update on the state of the Spyro Reignited Road to Bullshit thing. So I made that update video about 2 months, and I said we should be able to get it up, or we should be able to start it within a few weeks. However, literally everything in the universe is going against making that happen. Alright, so basically, let me set the scene for you. In order to record off the PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation 2, because I don't know why we need this, but the PlayStation just doesn't let you record. The PlayStation 3 just doesn't let you record off of it with an Elgato HD. You need an AV cable. You need a specific cable for the PlayStation 3. All right, and we got that. Our friend Maximum Gaming Guy got us a cable to plug into the PS3. However, we also need an AV adapter. Nothing on like the Elgato store says this about, like, it just says you need the PlayStation 3 cable. But for the specific thing that Max got us, we need an AV adapter to plug it into the Elgato. And I've been looking it up, and AV adapters for this shit go up to like $99. It's absolutely ridiculous. Alright, so I went back to square one, and I decided maybe the Elgato store has like some PS3 cables available. Like, I know PS3s aren't very relevant right now, but surely they've got some. And they do. Only if you live in Australia and Brazil. If you live in America, you're SOL. They're not selling it to you. Alright, they only have stock for PS3 cables in Australia and Brazil. So we can't buy it off the Elgato site. And I can't find anything about this cable, like just on eBay or Amazon. I can try searching more, but just from one little investigation, I couldn't find it. So I'm thinking that at this rate, the Reignited trilogy is only like 2 months away. It comes out in September, about halfway through July. So it seems like at this rate, the road to Reignited probably isn't going to happen, and if it does happen, it's going to bleed into the release of the Reignited trilogy. Unless I can massively speedrun these things, which I could, but with all this shit happening, and now I've got work, and in August, school's gonna be starting again. It seems like the road to Reignited is not very likely. I really wanted to do this, like, before the Reignited trilogy comes out. I still want to give a retrospective of the first 3 Spyro games, but I'm worried that the best way of doing that, like, my plan was I wanted to play through the first 3 Spyro games so everyone could get an idea of what those were like, and then do a playthrough of them on the Reignited trilogy so we could see all the differences, and I can have a fresh take on the original games, and I can appreciate or disapprove of all the like graphical and artistic differences. But it seems like that's just not going to happen, because the PlayStation 3 is the biggest pain in the goddamn ass to record off of. I thought it was just going to be easy. A few months ago, right when I put up that update video, I found the PS3 cable on the Elgato store, and we ordered it, but in hindsight, like, I looked at it again, we never got it for some reason, and in hindsight, I think it's because we didn't, like, pay attention enough, and we bought it from an Australian source. Like, I think Elgato thought we were somewhere in Australia and sent it to an address that didn't fucking exist. I think that's what happened. Because looking again today, like, it was asking, like, what's your country? And I'm like, okay. And the default thing was Australia, and I'm like, okay, I'll just click on North America. But all of the countries that it had displayed were grayed out, except for Australia and Brazil. So I could try hitting up some of my friends, seeing if they'd be willing, if they have if they have an AV adapter, or if they just have this PS3 cable that came with the Elgato. Because when we got the Elgato, our friend Ra gave it to us, but he just gave us like the brick. He didn't give us like any of the cables that came with it. I think he gave us one HDMI cable. So we didn't just buy this Elgato. If we did just buy this Elgato, it would have came with the PS3 cable. But I don't even think you can find this Elgato like on the store anymore. Like the only thing they're selling now are Elgato HD60s, which I don't even think have any way of recording off the PS3. So I could try asking around my group of friends, seeing if they have this PS3 cable, if they have an Elgato. But until some miracle happens, I think the Reignited trilogy is gonna, I think the road to Reignited is gonna be a long time away. And which sucks. I really wanted, like, you know, with work and school like getting in the way of Ghost and I getting together and hanging out. The channel's kind of just like getting a bunch of little small videos, like Bioshock and Dead Rising and Dark Souls have just been sitting there for like months untouched, because Robert and I just can't fucking like hang out for longer than like 2 hours. So I was gonna use this to get up some like decent like solo, like get up a consistent amount of like solo like tactic content of something I would be really passionate about, but it's just not happening at the moment. So we're gonna have to wait and see. I mean, if we do find a way to get this PS3 cable, so many like different avenues will be opened up. We'll be able to do like playthroughs of some of my favorite games of all time, like the Spyro trilogy, the Crash Bandicoot games, fucking the Spider-Man PS1 games, Ratchet and Clank, not the shitty HD collection, but like actually just Ratchet and Clank, Demon Souls. Like, there's so many things that would open up if we had this cable, but the world just does not want Paddlesaw Gaming to have this PS3 cable. So that's just where we are. That's why it's been 2 months since I said it'll be a few weeks for the first episode of Road to Reignited. It does not look like it's going to be happening before the Reignited trilogy comes out, if at all. Because this PS3 cable is not easy to find for some reason. You'd think it would be, but it's not. Like, you would think the second the Elgato HD60 came out, you would think people would just start selling their HD Pro, or their Game Capture HD, or whatever the fuck it's called. Whatever we have. You'd think they'd just be selling that, or selling the individual parts for cheap, but they're not. The shit's still expensive. Like, we found another Elgato, I found another Elgato on eBay for like $120. I don't know if it has the PS3 cable with it. There's no way of knowing. They didn't write if it had it. They didn't like put it in the description if it has like all the cables it's supposed to come with. So we've hit a wall. I thought it would be easy to get this cable because I just found it on the Elgato store for $10, but it turns out it's not available in America. So we'll see what happens. I really want to do this. Maybe, like, I want to do the Reignited trilogy, but I want to show you guys just how big of an impact the original games had on me. Because, buddy, Spyro 3 was the first video game I ever played. Spyro 2 and 1 hold some fucking, hold deep places in my heart. And I want to, be able to show that before like playing the updated HD, ooh, look how pretty the graphics are version. I want to show just how great these games are without the tune-up. But fucking PS3 not gonna cooperate. So that's the situation we're in now. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen. I'm gonna end the video now because I basically said the same thing like 5,000 times. So I'm sorry. This hurts me. This probably hurts me more than it hurts you. Like honestly, this is crushing. Because I've got some. I had so many plans for the Road to Reignited. Like after I finished up the whole like Let's Play, I was planning on uploading like an actual like full-on video of me just talking about each game and my thoughts on them. But without footage, it would just be me sitting there, and I probably wouldn't want that. I could do that, but we'll see. So that's it. That's the update. Sad day in the world of paddle saw gaming. We're not too distraught about the lack of content, honestly, because this channel is just like something fun, something for Robert and I to upload and like archive the fun times we have together. But I wanted to try and do something bigger, and it just isn't working out. So, sad times in paddle saw gaming. Dropped my controller. Oh, and if I sound weird, my headset broke, so I'm using this shitty PlayStation 4 like earbud. I don't know what this sounds like recorded. We'll find out. So this is Tactics signing off on a good note. That was a sexy burp.